Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. It is Wednesday morning, 11 a.m. I have someone coming over here between 11:30 and 12 noon, supposedly, for my mother's ramp. They are here to measure. She is eligible to get a ramp through Gould Agency or whatever for the elderly. That's going to start being put into action today, hopefully. And as I say, hopefully, I also hate any part of this process because it requires things to go right and for me to talk to people and just all that. So, more on that later. First, I really want to talk to you guys about yesterday a little bit. While Skylar is in the other room playing with my mother, if you hear anybody screaming, it's because, I don't know, they're doing something and they're scaring each other. And I heard a big pop, so I don't know if it involves balloons or what. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the video that I posted with the shoe dance and that I was upset. And I know many of you, are saying things that, yes, absolutely makes sense and that I even know, but I don't come across sometimes like I understand things. I don't know how to say this. Okay, let's put it this way. There were two reasons that I had a meltdown yesterday, and I did have a meltdown after I shut the camera off. I bawled like a baby, and I do want you guys to know that I make very sure that I try to explain to Skylar to the best of my ability that none of this has to do with her. I just tried to explain to her that I get tired and sad and cranky just like she gets tired and sad and cranky, and I leave it at that. I think that's about all she needs to know at age almost 8. The last thing in the world I want to do is put it on her shoulders that I'm upset. But one thing that triggered that, well, actually there's 3 things. One, I'm just exhausted mentally, completely. And in addition to that, I was physically exhausted in the store and hot, but it's the mental exhaustion that I'm completely filled with. I get to the point where I just can no longer even think straight. 2, I had gotten the phone call about that ramp before we went out, and I am consumed with anxiety when I know something like this is going to happen. First of all, he said 11:30 to noon. I wanted to say, no, it has to be afternoon. But then I thought if they have to prolong this, I'd rather have to be up earlier and get this over with today than say a week from now and have a week to dwell on the fact that I have an appointment. So I went with 11:30 to noon and was just thankful it wasn't 8 a.m. But that bothered me all night. Bothers me still now. I have 30 minutes before somebody is coming. I feel nauseous. I don't do well with things like this. So that was with me during that shopping trip. The other thing, and the main thing, and the most important thing, and probably the hardest thing to understand, maybe it's not hard to understand, is that everything I do with Skylar triggers all kinds of things from my childhood. And I can't right now talk about that. Even if I had time, I don't want to bring things up and relive things right now while Skylar is here, because sometimes I can relive something that makes my life a mess for 2 or 3 days. I mean, it just brings out so much in me. So just know that I'm crazy. I don't think rationally at times because I did not really have a rational childhood. I don't always know what is right, what is wrong. I shouldn't say that. I do. I'm an intelligent woman. I have done tons and tons of reading and research, but I act on emotion as opposed to acting by the book many times. And I can only go by how I felt as a child, and it's like, oh my God, is she feeling like I felt? And I will get into this more later, but just know that many of the things that I go through are so painful for me, so incredibly painful for me that It's one of the reasons I want to be a recluse and just live alone and not have any contact with actual human beings. And sometimes that even means my own grandchild, because it's painful for me. She is the most awesome thing in my world other than my son, but both of them bring out horrible feelings in me because of the way that I was treated and in the way that I treated them, especially my son. I was an actively drinking teenage alcoholic mother with my son, living with a narcissistic mother. So, you know, things were not always pretty for him, and I feel great guilt over those things. Would love to start over, or like I've always said, would love for none of it to have ever happened. I still wholeheartedly wish every day, and it's going to make me start crying, that none of us were ever born. And I know that sounds terrible, but it's how I really, really feel. I mean, none of us, I don't care how many generations back, wipe out this family. So, you know, because it's just, there is much more pain for me in this world than happiness. And, even when there's happiness, it almost makes me even feel worse. Like yesterday's shopping trip was going really, really well. That doesn't work for me. When things go well, I always find a way to sabotage it. Always. Because I am not comfortable with things going good. It's not what I'm used to. It's not what I knew. It's not what I know. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So there's a lot behind this, and I try not to let Skylar see this side of me, but I also want her to know and understand that, you know, we're all different. We all have different ways. And, you know, she's a kid. I don't tell her adult things, but, you know, she will know as she grows older, you know, and I don't think it's horrible for a child to see some adult crying. She's a smart little girl. I think she really does understand that I'm just tired, and, you know, anyway, I'll be very, very glad to get back to the Growing Up Crazy channel, because I have so many new issues and things to talk about. You know, with her visit here, it just brings up so many things, and like I said, I don't want to dwell on it while she's here, but we will get back to that later. And again, hopefully by me sharing my experiences, maybe some of you will understand why you are the way you are, or why you feel the way you feel, why you act the way you act. I just know that we are who we are because of how we were raised and what we were taught. I know we all have things we're born with, but there are things that could have been different for all of us. Okay, let's move on to happier things, and then happier things will make me miserable. I have some shout-outs. I have a shout-out from YouTube Jared to his sister Deirdre. And he wrote, her birthday is today, but that was 20 hours ago from when I read it. So I'm going to assume her birthday was July 5th. I'm not sure, but in or around July 5th. Happy birthday, Deirdre. I see your brother is part of the Peanut Gallery and that he comments often. Happy to have you on board, Jared. Deirdre, I don't know if you're an actual member of the Peanut Gallery, but if you're not, come on over and join us. If you are, thank you for being here. I wish you the happiest birthday ever. And your brother Jared is very nice to give you a shout out like that. I think it's awesome. The other shout outs are two of the Peanut Gallery members who take on the challenges that Sandy and I put out there, and also now they are going to be having their own challenges that they will be initiating. Shauna just recently did a cloud bread, which is a low-carb alternative to bread that I will be making soon. I bought the cream cheese yesterday. I'm going to use mine to make a burger that I can hold like this with tomato and take a bite of it. I don't think I've had a burger since last August. I mean, you know, since I started low carb last August. I really don't think I've had a burger. I've had like a burger patty that I made like on a plate with some lettuce and tomatoes and stuff on it, but I I think this cloud bread is going to change my world. She did that as just as her own recipe, and I suggested it become a challenge. So we have turned that into a challenge, and Running Kimono did her version. Running Kimono is the one that I always tell you guys to check out if you feel like you can't really do a video because you're too shy and you don't even want to hear your own voice. She does the recipes with none of that. It's put to music. So she made the cloud bread. It's very, very short, like just over half a minute long. And I did want to point out that she does put the directions in her description box. So when you watch the video, if you want to see how much did she do or what did she do, go down to her description box and you'll have the recipe there. And that really is a very good idea. And I should mention this to anyone doing the challenge. I am guilty of not doing it. I don't put the recipe in the description box, and I really should, but I don't, basically, because I don't really follow any rules, but whatever. I will try my best to start doing that, at least to give you like the temperature of the oven and the time and things like that. Please go watch the video from Running Kimono with her cloud bread, and I will be doing mine soon. I think Sandy said she wants to do it. Not sure if Courtney said she'll do the cloud bread or not, but doesn't matter. We're just having so much fun. And then Courtney with Love, she did the meatballs. Who did that challenge? I did, I think. Yes, I did. I started that one, and that was a little while ago. Courtney just now got on board with that one. Doesn't matter. If you want to do a challenge that we've done way back, go ahead and do it. Let me know if you upload the video, and I will promote you. Courtney, I'm very glad she did this one because I actually got requests to do the jelly in the crock pot meatballs, and that's exactly what she did. The grape jelly meatballs in the crock pot, and it's 3 ingredients, and she also puts the directions in the description below. So please go check out Courtney with Love's meatballs. Please go check out Running Kimono's cloud bread. The links to both those videos will be down below in my description box. And just loving these challenges. After Skylar leaves, we will be doing so many more creative things for you guys. Also, let us know what you would like to see us do. I have ideas. I have put it out there to them to share their ideas, and we just want to make it a nice community for you guys to learn all kinds of things from us and to hopefully try your hand at also creating videos, because I would love that for you, right? Right? Oh, today I would like to put up a little video request. Hello, little girl. You want to say hi? Skylar is here.
Hi.
I'm glad she's here because she can hear me talk about the art montage that we want to do. You know how Meme does the pet montage with pictures? I thought it would be cool that we would do one with kids' artwork, that everybody takes pictures of their kids' artwork and sends the images to me, and then we would do a montage like that, and we can do the crafts. She's so not interested. We can do the crafts that she has been making. Want to show you a box? Okay, she's going to show you. She took her Jolly Rancher Gummies box and she glued. Oh, I'm gonna let her tell you.
I ate them, so this is how it looks.
So what did you do to it?
I glued some colorful sticks, colorful popsicle sticks, and then when it dried yesterday, I did this side yesterday.
And you added what? All kinds of plastic beads?
And I did this side today.
And now I'm going to be using that to hold pens and pencils. We've done quite a few things, so it's been really, really awesome. Really, it has been. Don't. You do know I love her to pieces, right? I mean, I do. Bottom of my heart. Love her. So I will be doing a separate video for that so that people can know that's what it's about. And I hope we can get some of you to send me your child's artwork images so I can do a montage. I will be doing that soon. I also need to do cloud bread soon. We still need to do hair dyeing. I'm almost thinking we might do that tonight, but it's almost 11:30, so I have to get presentable to go talk to ramp people. That's about it for now. Thank you guys, as always, for listening, for understanding, or at the very least, for putting up with me. And I do appreciate it. You guys really help me, and you get me through these tough days. I felt a little bit weird yesterday because I know my peanut gallery family doesn't know me as well as my deals family knew me. They knew me very, very well, and they were used to this. But, you know, I feel like, oh my gosh, how's my peanut gallery gonna handle me? But I love you all, and I feel like most of you get me. That's all I can ask for. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.